You're welcome back. In this video, we'll be discussing whole numbers. Do you remember what I told you whole numbers are in our last video? Okay, whole numbers are numbers from 0 and upward. So in this video, we'll be talking about place value of numbers, rounding off numbers to the nearest 10, 100, 1000, million, and billions. Have you subscribed yet? If you are yet to subscribe, then I don't know what you are waiting for. Click the subscribe button now. I'm waiting. These are some examples of whole numbers: 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is 1984, 5236, 192, 1078, and so on. So now let's talk about place value. Every number has a special value depending on where it is placed, just like every child has a special value depending on when he or she was born. For example, a child can be the first of 5 children or the third of 7 children. That third, I am the third born, I am the fourth born. It's the same thing applies to numbers. So when we are talking about place value, when we have just one digit, then the value of that number is 1. So we have ones, we have tens, hundreds, thousand, then we have 10,000, 100,000. So each of these, where the number is placed, will determine the place value. Now, for one, if we have one number, let's say we have one number, that means the place value of 1 is 1. So now let's say we have two numbers. Let's say we have 1 and then 2. The place value of 1 here is 1, and then the place value of 2 here is tenths. Then if we now have 1, 2, 3, that is 321. The place value of 1 here will be this 1. The place value of 2, because we are counting it from our right hand, we are moving from the right hand to the left. So the first one will be 1. The place value is 1. Then the next one is 10. The third one is 100. Then if we have 4 digits, let's say we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Then that means we have 1000. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we have 1, 10, 100, 1000. So the place value of 4 here will be 4,000. Then the place value of 3 here will be 300. The place value of 2 here will be 2 tens, and then the place value of 1 here will be 1. The same thing applies to every other number. Now let's say we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's say we have 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it means that this place we have 1. This is tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, million. This is million. Million has 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 digits. Then we have 10 millions, 100 millions. Then we have billions. Then after billions, we will also have 10 billions, 100 billions. Then we have trillion. Then it continues like that. So now let's look for the place value of some number. Let's find the place value of some digits in a given number. So for the first one, we want to find the place value of 5 in 35892. Just like I said, this is the ones, tens, hundreds, and this will be the thousands. So the place value of 5 in this is thousands. Thousands place. Because if we are to start from the back now and we turn this to 0, we have 0, 0, 0, and then we have 5. So this is 5,000. So the place value of 5 in this number is thousands. So the next one, we have the place value of 3 in 356201. So if we have 0, 0, 0, 0, and then this is 5. So the place value of 5 here will be okay, 3. This is 0, then we have 3. So the place value of 3 here will be 300. This is we have 300 now. This is 300,000. So the place value of 3 here now will be 100,000. 100,000. So now, in the last one, what is the place value of 7 in 4,728? Find that place value and leave your answer in the comment section. Now, let's round off. When it comes to rounding off, sometimes we don't need the actual number. We just need an estimate of the number. For example, let's say you want to plan your day and then a meeting will last for 47 minutes. Instead of saying 47 minutes, you can just round it up and just note down that, okay, this meeting will last for 50 minutes. Other times when we need to round up is maybe when they are taking the population, when they're talking about the population of people in a specific area. If there are 1,995 people in that area, we can just round it up and just, okay, there are 2,000 people in that area. So we round off in our daily activities. That is why we need to understand what rounding off is about. Now, this is the rule to rounding off. When you want to round off a number, the first thing that you should consider is you have to identify the place value you are rounding off to. Are you rounding off to the nearest 10, or you are rounding off to the nearest 100, or you are rounding off to the nearest 10? You need to first identify that place value that you are rounding off to. So once you identify the place value, that is why you need to understand your place value. Once you identify the place value you are rounding off to, let's say you want to round off to 1,000 here. If this is where we are rounding off to, then you consider the number that is to the right of that number. This is 3. If the number after where you are rounding off to is 4 or less than 4, then you turn it to 0 and you turn every other number to 0. But if the number is 5 and above, then you add 1 to this and then turn every other numbers to 0. Enough of the theory. Let's explain. Now let's round off 67 to the nearest 10. Nearest 10. If you want to round off 67 to the nearest 10, you know this is ones and this is 10. So that means we want to round off 67. We are concerned about this 6. This is the place value where we have the 10. So the number that is after 6 is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, like I said, if it is 5 and above, you turn it to 1. But if it is 4 and below, you turn it to 0. So if it is greater than, this one is greater than 5 now, so we turn it to 1 and then we add that 1 to this 6. So if we add 1 to 6, it becomes 7 and then this number will become 0. But assuming we were having 64, I want to round this one off to 10. This number is less than 5. So we turn it to 0 and then we are adding nothing to this. So that means we'll be having 60. That is how to round off to the nearest 10. Now let's consider another one. Let's round off to the nearest 100. Let's say we want to round off 642 to the nearest 100. That means we are still concerned about this 6 because this is 1 or unit and this is 10 and then this is 100. So this is the 6. The number that is after 6 is less than 5. So that means it will turn to 0 and this will also turn to 0. So we have 600. Now let's try and round off 3,450 to the nearest 1,000. Let's make it 3,850 to the nearest thousand. Now, this is our 3. And the number after 3 is greater than 5. So this will become 1. We add that 1 to this 3. It will give us 4. And then every other number will become 0. Now, let's round off. Sometimes it is not just the first number that we have to round off. It might be a number that is in between, that is in the middle of a specific number. Now, we will be rounding off this number to the nearest 100, 1,000, million, and billion. Now, if you want to round it off to the nearest 100, let's look at this. This is 1, 2, 3. That means we will be considering this 8. So we have to write all the numbers that are before the 8. So that means we'll be having 2, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are going to the nearest 100. So this is 108. What is the number after 8 is 9. So it is greater than 5. So we'll turn it to 1 and this will become 9. This is 900. This is nearest 100. Now let's take it to the nearest 1,000, the same number. We first have to locate where, let's go to 10,000. We first have to locate where 10,000 is. This is unit 10, unit tens 100, 1,000, and then this is 10,000. That is 6. So we have to write everything that is before 6. We have 2, 8, 9, 4, 5. Now when we get to 6, the number after 6, is it greater than 5? Are we adding 1? Yes. So that means this 6 will now become 7, and every other number after it will be 0. So this is 100 to the nearest 100,000. So now this is your own activity. You are to round off 769,301,854 to the nearest 1,000, 100,000, and 10 million. When you finish solving it, leave your answer in the comment section.